So I want to put out a call to unite, right? I want to put a call out to the best sky watchers and frontliners out there. Severn Spalding, Jeff P, Jim SA, Roger Paul, C, Ferdinand, is it? There's a few of the others as well, so if I forgot anybody, I'm sorry, but the true frontliners like me, the ones that go out into the field on the front line and record this thing. Now this here, I'm convinced more so than ever that what you're looking at there in the sky at 3:30 in the morning and the sun rises at 4:40. So in an hour and 10 minutes, you're looking there at a blue gas giant. I'm convinced more than ever. But I'm putting a call out to you guys because call to unite, because I'm going to put some stuff up that I've captured over the past couple of days, and I'm 99.9% sure that if any of you watch this video and you go through the footage that you've got, the amazing footage that you guys capture, you're going to see the same patterns. You're going to see, I'm going to put a few distinct ones that I've got, and I guarantee if you look in your archives or wherever you keep your pictures, you're going to see the same thing. If you do see the same thing, I'm going to leave an email at the bottom. Now this goes out to Jim SA. Jim SA, I'm so sorry mate, my email got deleted because my phone got full of pictures, and I haven't been able to check any of my emails on that email account that I was contacting you on. So don't think I've been funny and ignore you, because I'm not. I'm just busy working, trying to film the sky every day. But yeah, any of you guys, I'll leave an email at the bottom, and I just want you to contact me or make a little video back and show me what you're seeing, because I think if I'm seeing it here in the UK, you're seeing the same thing where you guys live in America. Most of you in America. Then there's no denying it. We are seeing the same thing, and it can't be a weather system. It can't be, you know, weather manipulation, the Matrix, anything like that. It's a blue and yellow gas giant that sits over this way, and behind me at the moment is a blue and pink gas giant, and they come up and they go down. I think they sort of more go round us, really, to be fair. I've been in Weymouth the past few days, and it is literally been consuming the sky, and it's I mean, it's spectacular to see, like this is now. Tell me that's not incredible at 3:31 in the morning, because that's incredible what you're seeing there. So if anybody's watching this, I'm bothered who you are. We don't live in the Arctic, I live in the east of England. It's 3:32, the sun comes up at 4:40 in an hour and 9 minutes, and that there isn't the sun. It's amazing. So yeah, call to unite, maybe I'll call it that. But this is a call to the best frontliners. I mean, you guys are all amazing anyway, you do amazing stuff, and the captures you are amazing. So let's prove it to the world together. Let's prove it together, because if we're all seeing the same thing and we all live in different parts of the world, how can people deny the evidence we offer them? They can't. I'm not trying to take the glory or anything like that. I'm just, you know, I just think, you know, it's time, people. This thing, and now, if you've been watching it like I have, and I know the guys that I mentioned, and there's others as well, have been watching it like I have, they will know, and they will tell you that, you know, there's something after sunset in the sky, there's something before sunset, i.e. this in the sky. You know, the patterns that we're seeing are the same. They'll they'll be able to know this. And it probably makes sense in their head, but it's very hard then to put it into a video to show other people, where people calling you a lunatic. Well, if I'm a lunatic, why is it bright blue at 3:33 in the morning? So I got thinking as well. You know, I did a bit of research on, you know, the plasmatic universe, and I'm pretty much sure that we live in an electromagnetic plasmatic universe, and they're the biggest forces that govern the way we live our lives and the way the world works, and etc. etc. And then I've just noticed that Steve Olson's been doing some stuff on plasma and the fifth state, blah blah blah. It could be, I'm not saying it is, but it could be the start of a plasmatic event that's coming our way, a reset. I'm not saying it is, but the colours in the sky, pink and blue mainly, are very much associated, or pink and red, or blue and red, or pink and blue. They're very much associated with a plasma. So there is a small possibility that what we're seeing is the start of a plasma event that's coming our way, which would maybe make sense. But then why would the same patterns, and they aren't the patterns that were drawn in the caves in Arizona, showing like, you know, a form that looks like a man, but turns out to be the shape that plasma takes. It's not patterns like that, it's actual patterns. It's what looks like surface features, and, you know, and it's the same thing over and over again, which makes me lean more towards the Planet X thing and a Planet X system. Or it might not be Planet X, it might be a big rogue fucking planet that has drifted our way. I don't think it's stellar cores, and I don't mean any disrespect there to Dr. Albers, because I think she's amazing. I am a little perplexed as to how Scott Sione, and this is no dig at you either, Scott, if you watch this, it's no dig at you at all, but I'm a little bit perplexed as how you keep trying to debunk people that are saying there are planets in the sky, and you have a relationship, and I don't want to cross, you know, any lines or anything here, so I don't know what your relationship is to Dr. Albers, but you and Dr. Albers know each other. I don't know if you're man and wife or whatever it is, but how can Dr. Albers be saying there are stellar cores in our upper atmosphere, and you trying to debunk everybody that says there's nothing in our upper atmosphere? You have to pick one or the other. You can't back Dr. Albers, as you do, and then debunk people that are saying that there are planets in the sky. That makes no sense to me at all. So that's not a dig either. I'm not trying to have a dig at anyone, because Scott, I think what you do is brilliant. You're very upfront and that, and I think that's brilliant. And you know, you have to have thick skin to do this. So I'm not trying to be an arse or you know, upset anybody. I just, you know, if you believe Dr. Albers and you're debunking other sky watchers and that, and channels that are saying that there are planets close to Earth, not by the sun, but close to Earth, how can that be? Because then you should be then debunking Dr. Albers as well. You know, this is why I don't think they're stellar cores, because if it's stellar cores, it's the same two stellar cores all the time, and they don't drift away and come back. They're just here, because that's what I'm seeing in the sky, not different objects coming in. It's the same thing on a daily basis now as well. Now it's 3:37 in the morning. The sun's not up for another hour and 3 minutes. This isn't the sun, but I just want to also point out as well that it's, I mean, roasting hot. I mean, to the point where I'm driving along with my air conditioner on here, and I'm boiling hot, which is crazy. And no, my air conditioner's not broken. I mean, it's like literally like a fucking sauna in my van, which is crazy. Now, I think that's to do with the fact that this thing here is very close to us and it's trapping in heat. I don't know. That makes more sense to me. I mean, if you could see over to the right hand side, I really like that it's like an orangey pinky colour on the horizon with blue light over it, and then we can see in front of it how bright that light is. And it's not the sun. It's not the sun. Because if it's the sun, then all the news and weather stations across the world have got it wrong what time the sun comes up, because the sun, rather than coming up at 4:41, which you're supposed to be doing in an hour and 2 minutes. How do you explain this? How do you explain it? I don't think you can. So I want to call to unite. I want frontliners. If you watch this, or if you don't watch it and somebody else watches it that goes or has any contact with any of these guys, please forward this video on, because I think a call to unite, and if we're all showing the same thing in different parts of the world, how can anybody deny what's going on? I don't think they can. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now and record the sky. So I'm just going to let it record, and you can see how amazing it is yourself. So peace and love. Hope you guys will get on board. And like I said, Dr. Albers and Scott Siona, no disrespect there at all. I want to get it straight in my head. Is Dr. Albers right, or are you right? I personally lean towards Dr. Albers, but anyway, peace and love. Stay safe. Talk again. Look at this. Look, it's 3:46. The sun is due up. Not yet. YouTube. 3:54. Still 40 minutes before the sun comes up. Therefore, this isn't the sun. The end. Not the sun. None of it is the sun. They're chemtrailing it already, because they know that there is going to look crazy in a little while. There's been chemtrailing up there as well. One up there. Look. Hiding that, and it's, what time is it? So 4:15 in the morning. That's incredible. It's actually so bright that it's making my camera overexposed.